Have you noticed it's getting harder to stand up from your favorite chair? Or maybe climbing the stairs leaves your legs trembling, your heart racing, and your confidence shaken. If you've ever reached out to steady yourself on a wall or furniture, you're not alone. According to the CDC, over 1 in 4 people aged 65 and older falls every year, and the number one reason: weak legs and poor muscle strength. And here's the most surprising part: by age 70, you can lose up to 30% of your muscle mass, especially in your legs. This silent loss happens slowly, until one day, you notice you're afraid to walk across the room without support. But what if rebuilding those muscles could start with just one powerful food, the food that works in as little as 3 days? There's one essential nutrient most seniors overlook, and one food rich in it might just be your secret weapon. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to protect your leg strength, your balance, and your freedom naturally, if staying strong, mobile, and independent matters to you or someone you love. Go ahead and give this video a like. It lets us know these senior-focused health tips are truly helping. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell icon so you never miss a chance to feel better, move better, and live better. And let us know in the comments which part of this surprised you most. Let's take a moment and think about your legs. They've carried you through every season of life, from the first time you ran as a child, to walking into your first job, to dancing at weddings, chasing after grandkids, and navigating every hallway of your home. But as we grow older, those same legs can start to feel different. Not just tired, but weaker, less reliable. You may notice your knees feel unstable, or your thighs don't quite push you up the way they used to. Getting up from a low seat becomes a calculated move. You lean forward, you press down with your hands, you take a breath, and then you rise, slowly, cautiously. This isn't just about aging. It's about what aging does to your muscles. A condition called sarcopenia, which simply means muscle loss due to age, is far more common than most people realize. It begins quietly around your 60s and speeds up through your 70s. And here's the hard truth: if you don't actively fight it, your muscles will shrink, whether you're aware of it or not. You might begin to notice subtle changes first. You don't walk as far. You avoid slopes. You hesitate before bending down. Maybe you've caught yourself standing still for a second, scanning the room for the nearest surface to hold onto before taking a step. That right there, that moment, is what we want to protect you from, because that moment is when independence starts to slip away. And you deserve better. Studies show that lower body strength is the number one predictor of how well seniors can stay independent. In fact, researchers from Harvard Health report that strong legs are directly linked to lower risk of falls, hospitalizations, and even mortality. But despite all this, most seniors still focus on the wrong things: treating their joints, popping pain pills, or resting too much, thinking it's helpful. Rest is important, yes, but too much rest, that's how muscle disappears. Now imagine this. You wake up one morning and feel like your legs just don't want to cooperate. You shuffle to the bathroom, using the wall as your guide. Getting into the shower is a challenge. You skip a walk that day, then the next. Suddenly, your world shrinks, not because you want it to, but because your legs can no longer support the life you used to live. This is not your fault. It's not laziness. It's biology. But it's also preventable. That's the good news. Muscles are incredibly responsive, even in your 70s and 80s. You just need the right nutrients, the right signals, and yes, the right food. In a moment, we'll reveal one food that's been shown to rebuild muscle tissue in as little as 3 days when combined with the right activity. It's not exotic, it's not expensive. It's something your body already recognizes and responds to almost immediately. And don't worry, we're not going to tell you to go out and join a gym or lift heavy weights. In fact, what we're about to share can be done at home, in your kitchen, or on your front porch. Before we share the exact food, though, we need to understand what muscles crave. You see, leg strength doesn't just vanish overnight. It's the result of a long chain reaction. First, you lose a little appetite. Then you skip meals, then protein intake drops. And before you know it, your body begins to recycle its own muscle to use as energy. Yes, your body literally breaks down its own muscles when it's not getting what it needs. And this happens faster in the legs than anywhere else because your legs contain the largest muscle groups in your entire body. The quads, hamstrings, and glutes are responsible for over half of your movement power, so when they weaken, everything weakens. And here's another important detail. Research shows that most seniors over 60 are not getting enough of a single nutrient that's absolutely essential to stopping this breakdown and starting repair. It's not some fancy supplement or a trendy health food. It's a nutrient that's been around since the beginning of time, but is now dangerously low in many senior diets. This missing nutrient is the key to your body's natural muscle-building engine. Without it, no amount of stretching, walking, or exercise will help your legs rebuild the way they should. But once you reintroduce it, in the right form and the right amount, your body can respond quickly. Sometimes in as little as 72 hours. So stay with us, because in the next section, we're going to reveal what this food is, how it works, and why doctors are now recommending it as a first-line defense against muscle loss in older adults. And the best part, you probably already have it in your kitchen. So, what is the one food that can begin to rebuild leg muscles in as little as 3 days? It's something simple, nourishing, and backed by real science. Eggs. Yes, whole eggs, especially the yolk, are one of nature's most complete muscle rebuilding foods. And here's why. They are a powerhouse of high-quality protein and leucine, an amino acid that plays a critical role in stimulating muscle protein synthesis, the very process that rebuilds and repairs muscle tissue, particularly in older adults. Let's break that down gently. Your muscles are made of proteins. Every day, your body breaks down some muscle and builds some back. It's like ongoing maintenance. But as we age, our bodies don't build muscle as efficiently anymore. This is called anabolic resistance, and that's where leucine, found abundantly in eggs, comes into play. Leucine is like a switch. When you consume enough of it, it tells your body it's time to build muscle. Without it, that switch stays off, and your muscles keep shrinking, no matter how many steps you take or stretches you do. Now here's what's fascinating. One large egg contains about 6 grams of protein and 0.5 grams of leucine, but most importantly, that protein is considered complete, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids your body needs but cannot produce on its own. And the yolk, it contains not only half of that protein but also vital nutrients like vitamin D, choline, and B vitamins, which all support muscle metabolism, nerve function, and bone health. But don't just take our word for it. In a 2020 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, researchers found that older adults who consumed whole eggs after resistance training experienced significantly greater increases in muscle protein synthesis than those who consumed egg whites alone. That's right, the yolk makes a difference. It contains critical compounds that support the rebuilding process beyond just protein. Another study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Healthy Aging concluded that seniors who consumed high leucine breakfasts, such as those including eggs, had better leg strength, faster walking speeds, and improved muscle quality compared to those who skipped or ate low-protein breakfasts. That's a powerful takeaway. Starting your day with eggs can literally help your legs perform better and stay stronger. Now, let's talk about how quickly this works. According to the Journal of Applied Physiology, older adults begin to experience improved muscle protein synthesis within 48 to 72 hours of consuming high leucine protein meals consistently. That means by day 3 of simply adding this one food, your muscle building switch may already be turned back on. And if you combine eggs with even light physical activity, like walking or doing chair squats, the benefits multiply. It's like giving your body both the building materials and the construction crew it needs to repair and grow those leg muscles. You might be wondering, what about cholesterol? Didn't we used to be told that eggs were bad for the heart? That was an old belief based on outdated science. Today, the American Heart Association confirms that for most people, eating up to 1 whole egg per day is perfectly safe, and for healthy seniors, even up to 2 eggs a day is acceptable. In fact, the choline in egg yolks is essential for brain and nerve health, especially important for coordination and balance as we age. There's another reason eggs matter. They are easy to prepare, affordable, widely available, and gentle on digestion, all things that are important for seniors. And they don't require chewing for long periods or complicated cooking methods. Whether you like them boiled, scrambled, poached, or in an omelet with veggies, the benefits are there. And just think about the convenience. You don't have to find rare supplements or order special powders online. You can walk into almost any store and grab a carton of eggs and know you're doing something powerful for your body. That's a comforting feeling, to know you can take action today, in your own kitchen, with your own hands. Here's another beautiful detail. Eggs pair incredibly well with other leg-strengthening nutrients. When eaten with sources of vitamin D, calcium, and magnesium, the muscle repair process gets even stronger. It's like all the pieces of a puzzle coming together at the right time. Let me put it this way: if your legs feel tired, unsteady, or weak, eggs could be your best first step. They won't do all the work on their own, no single food can, but they provide the foundation for your body to start rebuilding what time has taken away. And the best part, it's never too late to start. Whether you're 60, 70, 80, or beyond, research has consistently shown that older adults who increase their protein intake, especially from sources like eggs, can improve muscle mass and function, even in their later years. So the next time you walk into your kitchen and wonder what to eat, remember this: one humble egg could be the start of something stronger. Now that we've uncovered the powerful role eggs play in rebuilding leg muscles, especially for seniors, let's walk through exactly how you can bring this solution into your daily routine, step by step. This isn't about overhauling your entire life. It's about small, steady changes that restore strength, confidence, and dignity, one day at a time. Let's start with nature's most underrated healer, sunlight. Did you know that getting just 15 to 20 minutes of gentle morning sun a few times a week can make a big difference in how your muscles perform? That's because sunlight helps your body produce vitamin D, a critical nutrient that works hand in hand with protein like that found in eggs. Without enough vitamin D, your body struggles to absorb calcium and rebuild muscle tissue effectively. In fact, researchers from the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research found that seniors with low vitamin D had significantly weaker leg strength and slower walking speed. So aim to get outside, preferably before 10 a.m. to 2 to 3 times a week. Let the sunlight touch your arms, face, or legs. No sunscreen is needed for those short windows. Just breathe, move gently, and let your body soak in what it needs. Now let's turn to food, and specifically, what to eat with those eggs. While eggs are the star, they work even better when supported by other nutrient-rich companions. If you want to build and protect leg strength, consider adding the following to your weekly meals. First, fatty fish like salmon, sardines, or mackerel. These are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce muscle inflammation and improve protein metabolism. Try having fish twice a week. Just one small fillet of salmon can provide not only protein but also vitamin D, giving your legs a powerful one-two punch. Second, low-fat dairy products such as Greek yogurt or cottage cheese. They are rich in calcium and casein protein, which digest slowly and support muscle recovery overnight. Many seniors find that having a cup of Greek yogurt with breakfast, or a spoon of cottage cheese before bed, helps reduce muscle cramps and nighttime restlessness in the legs. Third, leafy greens like spinach, kale, and collard greens. These vegetables are full of magnesium, a mineral that aids in muscle contraction and relaxation. They also contain potassium, which helps prevent that heavy, tired feeling in the legs after movement. Adding 1 cup of cooked greens to lunch or dinner a few times a week can be game-changing. Fourth, mushrooms, especially when cooked under UV light or sun-exposed. Believe it or not, mushrooms are one of the only plant-based sources of vitamin D. You can saute them with eggs in the morning or add them to a soup or stew. It's a delicious and natural way to support your bones and muscles. And fifth, beans and lentils, often overlooked but rich in protein, fiber, and iron. These nutrients support red blood cell health, which helps deliver oxygen to working muscles. A small serving of lentils with lunch or a handful of black beans at dinner can help fuel your body's repair process, especially in the legs and hips. Now, let's talk supplements. While food should always come first, sometimes our bodies need a little extra help, especially if you live in a place with limited sunlight or have trouble digesting certain foods. Vitamin D3 supplements are typically recommended over D2 for better absorption. Look for a D3 supplement with at least 800 to 1000 U per day, unless your doctor has advised differently. Always take it with food that contains fat, like a hard-boiled egg or a spoonful of olive oil, to help your body absorb it properly. And here's a bonus tip many people overlook: magnesium enhances vitamin D absorption. Without enough magnesium, your body can't activate vitamin D, so if you're supplementing, consider adding magnesium citrate or glycinate, especially if you experience muscle cramps or trouble sleeping, both signs of magnesium deficiency. Aim for around 250 to 350 milligrams per day, depending on your needs and health status. If all of this feels like a lot, take a breath. You don't have to do everything at once. Even one small step, like adding 2 eggs to your breakfast 3 days a week, can kickstart your journey. You can build from there. Try swapping one dinner for a lentil soup or take a 5-minute walk in the sunshine after your morning coffee. These simple actions are the building blocks of stronger legs, better balance, and a life lived with more freedom and less fear. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about consistency. And every time you choose a food that supports your strength, every time you go for that short walk or take your supplement with care, you're telling your body, I'm not giving up. I'm rebuilding, because you are. And we're here to support you every step of the way. So what can you expect if you begin today? Let's imagine this together. You wake up on the third morning after adding 2 eggs to your breakfast routine. You've also been sitting out in the morning sun for 10 minutes while sipping tea, that little ache in your thighs as you rise from the chair, enjoying walks, and feeling stable on uneven surfaces. You may even find yourself turning down the walker or skipping that extra handrail because your muscles have grown stronger, denser, and more reliable. This is backed by studies from the Journal of Clinical Nutrition, which found that muscle mass and strength improved significantly over 90 days in older adults who combined egg-based protein with sunlight and basic movement. And here's the beauty of it, these aren't massive changes. These are consistent, nourishing, and deeply rewarding changes, the kind that give you back your independence day by day. Let's take a deep breath and bring it all together. We began this journey with a question: why do so many seniors lose leg strength so suddenly? The truth is, your legs are often the first place where age-related muscle loss shows up. It happens silently at first, but over time it steals your balance, your mobility, and your independence. But now, you know it doesn't have to be that way. We uncovered the powerful truth that eggs, especially whole eggs with the yolk, are one of the simplest, most effective foods for rebuilding leg muscles, and fast. Just 2 eggs a day can provide the high-quality protein and leucine. Will you try adding eggs to your morning routine this week? Let us know in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else watching right now. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. We share real, practical tips just like this to help you age powerfully with strength, clarity, and confidence. Stay strong, stay steady, and we'll see you in the next video.